It is week 3 in the NFL. Let's start with the Houston Texans. For week 2, the Houston Texans face off against the Cleveland Browns in what we would call a thriller game. These two teams were pretty evenly matched up in the beginning without Odell starting last week, but then the Texans did fall 31-21 to the Browns. With a significant turn of events, the starting quarterback Tyrod Taylor left the game with a hamstring injury right before the half and did have to be replaced by rookie quarterback Davis Mills, who did go on to try to hold the Texans together, but he couldn't really get the job done, resulting in that loss for week 2. And speaking of a job, the Houston Texans would not put their pride aside and still would not make Deshaun Watson a starter in Thursday Night Football against the Panthers for week 3, despite Tyrod Taylor's injury in week 2. So the relationship with the Houston Texans and Watson is still rocky, and he still will hold a roster position despite being ruled out. Instead, they did go, like I mentioned, rookie quarterback Davis Mills against Sam Darnold and the Carolina Panthers. Ultimately, of course, Houston would fall back to that hopeless spell with the team where they once were before Tyrod and Deshaun now being 1-2, handing Sam Darnold and the Panthers a 3-0 win. Now, they were unable to answer anything against the Panthers, and leaving us to believe that with Sam Darnold, the Jets were the problem because he had those pieces surrounding him with the Panthers. Unfortunately, speaking of the Panthers and pieces, a significant piece, running back Christian McCaffrey, in the process just so happened to coincidentally injure his hamstring, as Tyrod Taylor did for the Houston Texans in week 2. Now, they both will take up injury reserve, and Tyrod will be out for the next 3 games alongside Danny Amendola for the Houston Texans and are ruled out. So the Texans will go on to face their AFC rivals, the Buffalo Bills, in week 4. Now, moving on to Dallas Cowboys news. For week 2, they went on to face the LA Chargers. Tony Pollard and Zeke drove the Cowboys to victory in the with a 2017 win against the Chargers with a single touchdown apiece. Pollard took the lead with 13 carries, 190 yards, becoming a running phenomenon, amplifying that Cowboys offense even more so alongside CeeDee Lamb. Defensively, the Cowboys did their part and held the Chargers to a single touchdown all night in the first half, alongside Jalen Smith with 6 solo tackles, stopping LA in their tracks. Now, for week 3, they face off against the Eagles at home at AT&T Stadium, and it will be a reunion for the fans of America's team and a homecoming for Dak Prescott, especially since his season-ending injury last year. Both teams are 1-1 and tied for first in the NFC East. The game is set for Monday Night Football at 7:15 p.m. only on ESPN, along with Jalen Hurts, and who also happens to be the rushing leader for the Eagles, and co-star wide receiver Q.S. Watkins to attempt to take the lead in the division. Moving on to New Orleans Saints news. In week 2, the New Orleans Saints were at the Panthers in Carolina, where Christian McCaffrey, Sam Darnold took home the bacon and shut out the Saints in a defeating loss 26-7. They were held to a single touchdown after being offensively swept and swamped on and off the field and on the sidelines alike. After the devastating loss and scrambling these past few weeks the Saints have endured, they do go on to face the legendary New England Patriots with rookie Mac Jones, who is a fan favorite, but the Saints will be at New England in their first appearance, where Tom Brady is not present, and we're trying to bounce back. Hopefully we can get that win after a whirlwind of last week. We fortunately will be getting back a few players and offensive coordinators as well as coaches to this week who were out against Carolina and will be returning, such as Marshawn Lattimore, who was out with a thumb surgery. CJ Gardner-Johnson will be returning as well, and despite that, we still will have quite a few players and coaches who are unable to return this week, like wide receiver Traquan Smith and kicker Will Lutz, defensive end Marcus Davenport, linebacker Quan Alexander, and many more. So let's see if Jameis and company can put out this fire and get a win in Foxborough at 12 p.m. on Fox. Please click the link in the bio for more videos alike for the 2021 NFL season, from previous matchups in week 1 and 2, just in case you miss it. Thanks for watching. I'm Devotion, and see you soon.